Hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Hindu editorial vocabulary reading and summary series presenting by Diction Addiction. Today's Hindu editorial title is New Questions on COVID-19 infecting one-fifth of Indian population. Under vocabulary section, we will see the important words as well as new words. Those words meaning and pronunciation will be discussed under this section. The very first word is ascertain. Ascertain means confirming some fact or determining or establishing the that one is called as ascertain. Peer reviewed. Peer means same quality, same level of qualification or experience. Reviewed means reviewing, assessing the quality of subject. Here you can see articles are written by experts and reviewed by several other experts in the field before article is published in the journal in order to ensure the article's quality. So most of the scientific discoveries and inventions would be reviewed by the experts in the field, and then later on they'll be published. So even today's editorial subject also undergoes the peer reviewing, then followed by the publication in the journal. Conservative means traditional, old-fashioned, conventional, no novelty. That is what is called as conservative. Hues means types, kinds, shades, or different colors. Pointer, this is what is a pointer: cane, stick, or an indicator. Locale means area, place, milieu, location, or setting. Persist, staying there for a long time, or preserve, carry on, continue to be there. That is what is called as persist. Round the corner means very near, or about to happen, or impending. Granular means smooth, fine powder is called as granular, or crystal, more direct. Here, granular questions means very refined questions. Vulnerable means weak, susceptible, in danger, or prone. Accelerate means speed up, quick, fast, hurry. Broader means range, wider, bigger. Spectrum is similarly, broader means wider and bigger. Spectrum means range or band. So these are the, I guess, around 10 to 15 words we have learned under the vocabulary section. Now we will move to the loudspeaker section where we will read the article. The results of the ICMR third serological survey to ascertain the spread of COVID-19 show that nearly 1 in 5 Indians, about 270 million, may have been infected. The headline findings were published at a press conference, and it will be while before granular details of the course of the infection as known till December will be made public in a peer-reviewed journal. However, what is known so far is that compared to August, when data for second serological survey was announced, there has been a threefold rise in infections. There has also been fivefold rise of the infections in those aged 10 to 17 years. The third edition also included serological survey of doctors, nurses, and paramedical staff, revealing that nearly 25%, significantly above the national average, has been infected. Compared to reports of city-focused serological survey in Delhi and mathematical modeling estimates, the ICMR survey's results appear to be more conservative in estimating the true spread. Experts of various views point to the declining trend in infections since September and the absence of multiple peaks in coronavirus cases as a pointer to the spread of being far wider and speeding of herd immunity. A state when significant proportion of people in a local area have been infected, thereby retarding future spread. But it would be wrong to derive comfort from this situation. ICMR emphasizes that results point to significant numbers still potentially vulnerable, underscoring the need to be vaccinated and continuing with the distancing and masking up. Also, neither this survey nor any city-wide survey has evaluated how long antibodies persist and if certain virus mutant variants can overcome the protection from antibodies. Given that vaccines are around the corner for the general public and that no district has been immune from the virus, it is now no longer useful to know that 80% of India is still vulnerable. Rather, such surveys must shift focus to asking more granular questions. Should the rise in spread among teenagers and children mean that they be considered for vaccination earlier than scheduled? Should companies accelerate trials to test protection in children? Should the rise in rural India, the survey is designed in a way to sample more villages than urban pockets, mean that they be given vaccines earlier? These and many more questions are no doubt already on the minds of specialist researchers, but alongside the vaccination drives, the ICMR and the government health facilities must coordinate with the broader spectrum of specialists to investigate the questions that can be used to guide and modify vaccination policy. Yeah, we have gone through the loudspeaker. Now we come to the summarization. So if you look into the survey, Zero survey, what is Zero survey? Zero survey tells that whether individual exposed to the virus or not. If the individual is exposed to the virus, then immune system will raise the antibodies against the particular virus. So presence of antibodies to the coronavirus will tells you that whether you are exposed or not. The same thing was done by the ICMR. The result shows that around 270 millions or one of every five individuals were exposed to the virus. This time they used the they used the spike antibodies, very specific antibody to check the available antibodies in the system. And I'm a bit concerned about the number of samples were taken for the survey. They say that around 30,000 samples were taken from across the India and more from villages. That sample itself size is maybe looking small when compared with the serial survey of Mumbai or Pune or Delhi, where they show that the exposure of virus to the public is close to the 50%. This one shows around 21%. 21%. Probably the infection may be more high in the urban pockets than the rural one. That could be the reason why the ICMR survey is having only around 21.3% exposure to in the individuals. Yeah, anyway, we will compare the zero surveys and we'll see the data. Here you can see first survey is only 0.7% of population, 0.7, less than 1%. And in August and September, 7.1%. 7.1% means almost like less than 10%, but it is almost equivalent to the 27 means 90 million people. At that time, almost 1 lakh cases, close to 1 lakh cases are reported. Now you see, now December 17th and January 8th means the number of cases are reported cases were down to the thousands, less than 10,000. Now you see infection rate is 21%. No, in fact, it's not infection, exposure only. So it included the more rural area. So then coming to it is very interesting to see that gender-wise distribution of coronavirus. So females are more exposed to the virus than the male. And coming to the age, 10 to 17 people, 10 to 17 age, children and minors are exposed. 20% of total is this group only. And this is, and you can see 18 to 44 is almost 20%, 45 to 60 is 23%, and 60 is 23.4%. Here they also included the frontline workers, that is health workers, doctors, nurses, and paramedical staff, where their exposure is higher than the normal. That is average national average. That is around 20%. That is expected because they are serving, they are living in the environment where there are many chances to have virus. That's quite obvious. But this survey tells that there is a almost maybe that it tells that vaccination is mandatory to avoid the infection. But if you look into the herd immunity is what in a given area the spreading of infection is retarded because most of the people are already immune, so that they are not spreading virus. Zero survey of Pune, Mumbai and Delhi says that 50% or 60%, then means the spreading won't be that quickly in that areas. Wherever there is a infection is not reported to the 50 to 60%, then there is a chances to spread the virus quickly than in that areas. It indicates that rural people have to be prioritized to be given vaccination than the urban people, because urban is already exposed and I guess they have immunity than the rural people. So rural people should be given highest priority for vaccination over the urban people. This is all from the today's Hindu editorial. I guess I've explained and dissected the editorial to understand the everyone. And if at all you like, just give the thumbs up. And if you have any comments and compliments, please do write in the comment section. And for regular updates, please do subscribe. Thank you all and see you again with one more video in the next episode by tomorrow. Until then, bye bye.